Hello, I'm Chylli from Channel Chylli, also known as Try, and we are back with more Fear and Hunger. Continuing right where we left off now. It matters not, I am but a pawn in the greater scheme of things. I channel distraction, so it's an obvious. Correct, you are not completely misguided. This is part of my training, I'm still too ignorant about the greater scheme of things. I am not at a level to pass on knowledge of such matters. Seek out my master, Nasra of the East, if you desire to learn more. Here, if you are to survive my blood magic, show this talisman to my master and show great humility. He might just listen to you. Okay, we got a lot of opium powder from them. You could just run away and not take part in math. The cave dweller seems to mind something to you. He is pointing his finger at his chest and then toward you. He raises his arms furiously. Aggression and killing it can emanate from this primal cave dweller. He points to his throat with a slicing motion. Ah, thank goodness. Do you know what they did to me? I cannot talk about it now. Thank you for your help for 1,000 times. Without you, I'd be dead by now. I found this underground village full of those things. They live in savage ways. They are but a pack of heretics. The things they did to me. When I got to see one of their primitive rituals, I had to step in. I cut down a couple of them and they chased me here. I serve Olmer as my primary god, like most people that come from Rundan. I tried to teach Olmer's teachings to those cave-dwelling savages too, but they didn't seem to understand a thing I said. I stepped down to this darkness to save my captain, the captain of the Knights of the Midnight Sun. Maybe you've heard his name, it's Lagarde. If you ever meet him, you would be sure to remember him. Yes, please. I mean that would be the wisest thing to do, obviously. I would gladly join your party until I can fulfill my mission here. Okay, so Crow Mauler entered this room. We're going to want to save here. Okay, let's see what we can do right now. Hang on, I need to double check what I wanted to do. There we go, that's a really good spell. It effectively gives us infinite food and mind. It might just be your imagination playing, but it almost looked like the thing moved in the corner of your eye upon entering the room. There's a rotten head in the grass with an ornament, and human sacrifices seem to be a common theme around here. There's a crude notebook on the table, but its contents remain mystery to you. The writing consists of random symbols that lack all finesse. So, if it seemed like the last part of my video the other day was kind of sudden, he seems to be staring at the distance and completely ignores you. First off, I was a bit running out of time the other day. And secondly, there was a siren going off, so I kind of needed to end my recording. Yada yada, weather emergency, you know how it is. If I didn't save Darks, I would have been able to talk to these guys, but that's not really a possibility right now. I really should have saved in a separate slot so I would have been able to reload and actually do this without saving Darks, but you know. I never really think things through anyway, it seems like. Seems like none of them have anything of value. Great fear fills you as you enter the Altar of Darkness. A huge creature is lying here dormant. This is the god of the depths. She loves those rejected and forsaken as she is herself, very different from the rest of the older gods. God damn, we took a lot of damage right there. There's a mysterious object standing on the pedestal. The object is an Asian-looking cube with ornaments and decorations twisting around. The cube gives you a certain unnatural aura. You take the cube of the depths with you, it feels a lot heavier than what you expected. Okay, so let me explain something really quickly. Okay, so these cave dwellers, right, you need to wear the stone crown, and they will no longer attack you when you enter, but once you take the cube of the depths, they will begin to attack you again. Hello again, stranger. Hasn't been that long, has it, my friend? There's been something bothering me lately. You wouldn't mind if we had a little one-on-one time together, would you? I've been thinking about happiness. Tell me, are you happy? You do? That is the most surprising. I feel like so many people lose sight of happiness once they grow out of their naive little views of the world they had as younglings. But perhaps it is possible to feel like that even as someone as old as you. Personally, I find happiness almost unreachable, as depressing as that may sound. That's just my nervous laughter, please ignore it. I just mask my true feelings with it, kinda like with this wooden mask of mine as well. Happiness sounds like a state that stays with you, it's not just a fleeting moment. If you are truly happy, you should feel it lingering in the background, even in your darkest hour. At least that's what I believe, really. Many mistake happiness with the joy. Joy is something you might feel briefly when you kiss a boy or a girl for the first time. You can feel joy when you are spending an evening with a close friend, drinking wine in the candlelight. Slowly, one of you reaches out with his leg under the table. But joy is just temporary, it's just a faint light in the darkness. Mind you that not everything is necessarily surrounded by bleak emptiness. That is the difference between happiness and joy. Since you are a child of light, I imagine that you might be able to feel true happiness too. I envy you. Believe me, old chap, I really envy you. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. It's good to say these things out loud every now and then. Makes it easier to process all these mixed feelings and voices inside the head, you know? Anyway, let's get back to business. This has been very unprofessional of me. I apologize. Okay, and we are back to the Grogeroth Fletch Pit Bear. We kinda need to go through the picket a bit again, but that's alright. What is that? You seem to carry an eclipse talisman. Where did you get it? As a symbol that you are an apprentice of the wizard Nazra, the bringer of chaos. The talisman holds great powers on its own, but it also gives you a plethora of new friends and enemies. You did not seem to be too familiar with the greater scheme, so I imagine the talisman is going to waste in the hands of you. Would you mind giving it to me, perhaps? What would you say if I offered my services to you? I am done with the libraries here, and I'm preparing to venture deeper to the dungeons. Even for me, it might prove to be fatal to keep on going alone. Great, you give the Eclipse Talisman to Enki. I thought that was supposed to give it back to me, what the hell? Give me a minute here, I need to look something up before we continue. And there we go, now we got it back again. Give me a minute here, I need to show you guys something. Ancient doors stand imposing here. Even if they seem age-old, there are markings on the ground suggesting they've been used rather regularly, even during modern times. The key with the depth seems to react to the doorway. You feel a pulse coming from the cube. So yeah, we need the key with the depths to get in there, but we will not be doing that playthrough. Or sorry, we will not be doing that this playthrough. We need to have Legard alive to do a lot of things in there, so we're just going to leave it alone until we restart. I thought there was some way to interact with one of these statues. I apologize, but you can see tears forming around Darce's eyes. I just can't anymore. Just a little bit more, huh? Do you promise? It's just a little bit further? Okay, I can do this. That is because she is low mind, so we really need to give them some alcohol. Okay, so we have really gotten almost every ally besides Legard. There is one other one we need to run and pick up really quickly, though. You have a bad feeling about this. It disturbs my sleep. Can't you see I have not retained my whole body yet, you insolent fool? I need more fresh blood for the ritual. Oh, what do I see? You seem to possess an eclipse talisman. That means you have slain one of my miserable pupils. Don't let it fool you into thinking that you are anything worthwhile in my eyes because of such a feat. I'm the Grey Wizard of the Eastern Sanctuary, Nothra, the bringer of chaos. I use my pupils like the Queen Ant uses her workers just to expand my reign. Well, that miserable worm was wrong. You still waste your time talking to me. To yourself. I admire your foolish bravery. Tell me, why are you here in the darkness? Is that so? I noticed that little cube of yours. I wasn't expecting a worm like you to be carrying an item of that big importance. I could give you the honor of kneeling before me if you were interested. Too bad I have no body anymore. I would make you perform other tasks as well. I go by many titles, but you can call me Nosra, the doom and terror of the modern man. I hate the idea that I'd have a brainless maggot like you following me as a pupil, but I might just need you this once. You see, I need to destroy the reign of the new gods. I want to rip off their spines and watch them slump down limp and feeble. I want to watch them bleed while they're being squashed by the very same arrogance that helped them rise to the power. But my strength isn't quite the same as it once was. Make no mistake that I could crush you like the worm you are. But to get the job done, I need my body back. There should be a way to do just this in the ancient city that's below these ruins. I want you to aid me there. And just great, now we have Crow Mauler. Okay, well now all we have to do is get ending and get out of here. Okay, so all we have to do right now is get to the main entrance and exit the dungeon. Hello there, Dweller. Your eyes, they're starting to have that absent gaze in them already. A little bird told me that these dungeons just swallowed a new set of poor bastards. I just saw a business opportunity, that's all. So, what shall it be? By the way, this guy is a total scammer. Never buy anything he sells because he will scam you. So yeah, that just poison doors. It really does that. You escape the dungeons of fear and hunger. A part of you still doesn't believe this to be the truth. You can still smell all the blood and gore that seeps through the seams of the ancient stone walls of the dungeon. You can still feel the gaze of the 100 last warriors sacrificed in the pools of blood now left to rot. You can still feel the pressure of the never-ending darkness that the underground caverns offered. You can still hear the distant flapping of the wings. You still feel dizzy just imagining the rail tracks that led poor souls deeper to the madness, all the way to the altar of darkness. You delve too deep, you know it yourself too. No man could ever return from that deep. You take one more look at the fortress just to make sure you really did make it out. And there we go, that's one of the endings. Let us get through the credits here. And there we go, that's one of the endings down. Alright, I think we're going to save Scum here just so we can... We really need an explosive vial to start everything off here. There we go, that's all we needed. We are going to start a new save here because we will be possibly reloading that depending on how fast we go now. And we just cornered ourselves, so we are really fucked now. So yeah, we have 30 minutes to go and save Lagarde before we have to restart. We need to go get that mock-up book, and then we can get through the bookshelf to get through the thicket. Okay, we really need a bandage so we can stop the bleeding. Okay, now all we need is a green herb so we can cure our infection as well. Okay, I wanted to save the girl really quickly before we continue. Alright, let's see what we can do now. Okay, we're probably gonna throw in another save right now. Okay, time to get through the thicket now. Okay, we're starting to feel a bit hungry, so we should eat some food soon. Wait, never mind, we're not really that hungry at all. So yeah, this entire dungeon is the body of the god of the depths, which is why it is constantly changing. And these are its organs, and if we can pop all three, we'll be able to kill it. Going to say it again right now. Damn, that was why I saved. I was scared of that happening. Honestly, half the time I forget I have a run skill. This is the man you came here for. Your journey has finally led you to this meeting. He's still alive, just barely. You try waking him up. The man gets up. Now that you see him better, you realize his body has gone through an intense torture with different scars and marks filling out his skinny torso. His gaunt cheeks and distant eyes only strengthened the idea that this man had seen hell and survived it. Who? What? I can't remember a thing. The guard, that's my name, I think. I don't remember anything besides my name. I seem to have an amnesia. You suspect that it's the trauma of his tortures this man has gone through that has erased his memories. I don't want to stay here, that much I know for certain. But I feel pretty weak. Do you think I could join your party for the time being? It's an honor. There's something in the darkness I came here for. The ancient city, there's a strength there. I can't explain exactly, it's more like a feeling. There we go. Now we got ourselves our purified Eastern sword. Okay, there we go. We can at least kill guards really easily right now. Before we get the doll, we want to have the girl in our squad so she can pick it up. There we go. We killed all the cave gnomes now. We do not have any green herbs right now. We're really close to the end of the video, but I don't want to end it until I am able to get a green herb. There is really no green herbs around here. I know there's some on level 2 back there. Just waiting for the Black Witch thing to come down so I can kill it. There we go, there's our green herb we needed. Okay, so we are good. Just going to get back to our camp really quickly before we end the video. Alright, we'll work our way around and get back there fairly quickly. Actually, we can just save right here. And there we go, that's where we're gonna end it for this video of Fear and Hunger. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time when we continue with more. Until then, bye!